Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome. Thank you all so much for being here. My name is Patrick McMichael, and I will be your MC this evening. But far more importantly than that, we just appreciate each and every one of you for supporting LifeWorks and all that they do for the community, especially during this time of Mental Health Awareness Month. And a very special thanks to Park Avenue for the wonderful food that you're enjoying today, hopefully, and our wine donors, Wellington Cellars, Corbel Champagne Cellars, Schramsberg and Davies Vineyards. Schramsberg, I apologize, team. Tonight's sponsors, thank you all so much to Gallagher Homes, Freedman's Home Improvement, and Summit State Bank. And of course, our individual sponsors, Ellen and Michael Mundell, Mark and Owen, Don and Jeanette Dow. We could not do this without you. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all so much. Before we get started with the program, I want to take a moment and explain a little bit about the auction process. So this is a two-device process, or it works best with two devices. Grab a cell phone, grab a tablet, an extra laptop if you have one. It's going to make things run much smoother. And on that second device, that's where you're going to want to go ahead and log in for the auction. So down across the bottom of the screen here, you should see a link. That link, I'm going to spell it out for you. It's Linktree, but there's a dot in there. So linktr.ee/LifeWorks event. You're going to want to log in there on your second device. The auction is very user-friendly and straightforward. Simply select the package that you want to bid on, and this way you can see all of the other bids that are there and make sure to bid higher. You'll enter your name and the bid amount, then click Submit. It's that easy. Do be sure to refresh your page every now and then on that second device so you can stay on top of the most accurate bids. And this is very important, everyone. If you haven't already, please make sure to fill out the auction registration form. It's located at the same link. We want to be able to get in contact with you for payment when you win. Now, at this time, it is my pleasure to introduce a wonderful woman that has been involved with LifeWorks in so many different roles and a board member for the last 5 years. She is amazing. Tuning in from Landmark Vineyards, Meryl Vargo.
Hi, I'm Meryl Vargo, and I'm here representing the Board of Directors of LifeWorks. And I'm here for two reasons: to welcome you to a 25-year celebration of the accomplishments of LifeWorks. Over the 25 years that LifeWorks has been in existence, we've served thousands of people, your friends, your neighbors, your community members, who are in need of mental health support for whatever reason. LifeWorks believes that nobody should be wanting for mental health support because of income, because of language, because it's not available. It should be available for everybody. For 25 years, we've been providing that kind of support, and it's never been more crucial than the last few years. Between fires and the pandemic, and now we're facing a major drought, trauma and mental health problems, challenges, it's facing everybody. So there's more and more work for LifeWorks to do. We expect to be around for another 25 years, but we can't do it without you. We need your support. So that's the other reason for being here this evening. Usually we have a big face-to-face event. We laugh together, we eat together, we do some dancing, and we celebrate that way. We all hope that a year from now we'll be able to do it together. But this year, it's as important as ever, more important, in fact, that we all put our shoulders to the wheel. Nonprofits like LifeWorks are the way that communities pool their resources to get important work done. The work we're doing is providing mental health support for everybody that needs it in this community. We can do it, we have been doing it, and we can continue to do it, but we need you to be part of that. Thanks for being here this evening. We hope you'll learn some things and have some fun, even if it's remote. And I'll be back to talk to you a little bit more later in the evening.
Thank you so much, Meryl. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate you, Meryl. LifeWorks is such an incredible organization. I'm excited to be able to help give and help others give as well. With that said, in the spirit of giving, let's talk about the incredible auction items that we have today. So remember, visit the link down below here on the screen. You're going to want to make sure that you also fill out your auction registration form if you haven't already. Okay, there are some incredible packages that we have here. So right off the top, let's see here. Our first package, the Sorcerer Wood House at Sea Ranch. If you have not been there before, it's absolutely incredible. It's a special place to spend a week. That's right, a week, everyone, a full week. The Sea Ranch escape lies up against a stunning forest. It overlooks a meadow, allowing the house and the garden to stay warm in the sun. The package includes a 7-night stay in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath home and sleeps up to 8 to 10 guests on mutual agreeable dates, of course. This value is at $3,500. So we want to give a serious thank you to Sip Song Spirits. Thank you so much, Sip Song Spirits, for donating. And now our next package. The Petaluma Getaway. This one looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Listen, the Petaluma Getaway, get out of town house. This is a 2-night stay, and you're staying in a deluxe king bedroom at the Hampton Inn, Petaluma. It's just 3 miles from breweries and tastings, tours, so much more. And you'll be treated at McAvoy Ranch Estate to enjoy a tour as well as an olive oil tasting for 2. It's surrounded by 57 acres of Tuscan olive trees nestled amongst natural ponds, hiking trails, coastal fog, and even native wildlife. This package also includes, and this is really cool, a magnum of 2017 Old Zinfandel from Dry Creek Vineyards. So a big thank you to our donors, Hampton Inn Petaluma, McAvoy Ranch, and Dry Creek Vineyards. This values at $745. Get in there quick and start bidding, everyone. Now is the time. We want you to start bidding right away, everyone. Get in there. Okay, this one is probably my favorite. I'm a wine guy. So, tour of wine country. Sip your way through wine country with this package, everyone. It's a package of bottles and tastings from various Sonoma County wineries, including Boleto Vineyards, Dutton Goldfield Winery, Klein Family Cellars, Jacuzzi Family Vineyards, VJB Cellars, and Wellington Cellars. That's an awesome package, everyone. The value is at $2,030. Get in there. Get in there. Start bidding. Start bidding. I know I'm excited for it. Whew. Okay. That is a lot, and they all sound like fun things that I would like to be a part of. So make sure you get in there. Click that link that's below the screen here. Please make sure you fill out that auction registration form. It's very, very important. Get those bids in. Bid high. Believe me, LifeWorks appreciates everything that you do. Every dollar counts. We appreciate the support. And since I said support, right now I would like to introduce an individual that is a rock for this organization. She has been with LifeWorks for 10 years. She has seen all of the changes that have happened in that time, all the success, and of course she's given all of her support during those 10 years. Coming to you from Landmark Vineyards, Executive Director, Michelle Fountain. Take it away, Michelle.
Thank you so much, Patrick. This is a really special point in our program where we get to present our 3rd annual Champion for Change, Carlos Del Pozo. Many of you may not know this, but Carlos actually passed away in January of this year, and he really embodied all that is a champion for change, from his leadership to his deep connections in the community, to the way he used creativity to really pull in children and families and wrap them with support. In true COVID fashion, we are presenting this award via Zoom. And the award is going to be presented by our LifeWorks Board of Director President, Orlando Macias, and he's presenting the award to Carlos's partner, who is in New York. I hope you enjoy, and thank you.
Hi, Jameson. It's a pleasure to meet you. And,
Likewise. Thank you, Orlando.
First and foremost, my deepest condolences in regards to this matter. I will say from a personal standpoint that I knew Carlos. I would often just show up at places he was at. And the funny part is part of one of the reasons why I wanted, we really felt he should be honored was he would just show up. right? That was kind of what he embodied. So part of what makes our Champion for Change is we focus on these types of people, these types of leaders who positively affect lives of children, youth, families, and communities. And these champions, as we call them, have helped pave pathways that provide mental health access to all those who need it. And even if it's through a hot bowl of pozole, some of that is access, right? It's just getting people in the room, getting people to communicate, being a part of the community, and bringing them together. Doing so in a thoughtful, creative way, and always inclusive. You know, that's kind of where we created this award. And it's also with the ability to adapt to kind of the ever-changing environments or the lack of or prevalence of resources. I think through his work with Padres Unidos, even starting with migrant, all those types of things that he was a part of, he found ways to really carve pathways for others. You know, I look at it as selfless in terms of some of those things that he embodied. So what we wanted to do was present you with this award. And again, these times are very different for us. So this is a video rendition, but from LifeWorks, on behalf of LifeWorks, it's an honor, because showing up is half of our struggles. And I think when I would see him, he always had a smile on his face. He never really looked flustered. I'm the type who wears it on his sleeve. I look like I'm running around ragged and not knowing what to do, but I just want to help people. He always had this pleasant demeanor about him. And I didn't know him very intimately personally, but I would always see him. And that means something when you see people in these environments and these around others, and the words I'm sure you've grown to hear about him, what others thought about him, how meaningful and powerful that is. And so I just wanted to make sure that somebody was given their due. You know, that's the best way that I can put it, because he was definitely somebody who embodied that worth for so many, and very proud to know him. And I'm very saddened about our loss, but I'm happy to know and happy to at least show you the impact he made. And it's also a thank you to you, because it takes two, right? It takes two. It takes you being, okay, go ahead and go do that. because if you were anything like my wife, it's the sacrifice of, you got to go do that now too. Okay, all right, that's okay. So it's as much of an award on his behalf as it is a thank you to you as well for allowing him to be a part of all of our lives. It's truly appreciated.
It's an honor, and thank you for involving me in this, award presentation. And I know Carlos's passion in life was helping others, and I hope that when he was alive, I hope that he recognized how deep of an impact he had on the community. He really dedicated his life to serving the Roseland community, and he just achieved so many results for individuals, families, the community. And there was such an outpouring of love and support from the community after the tragedy. And it was so consoling to me to hear how beloved he was. And he just touched so many lives. And his way of helping others was a very personal way. He was very, results oriented, but he did everything in such a way that was so personally connected to the people he served. And he let people know he cared, and that, this was just, he went above and beyond, and he made such personal connections. And the help that, he brought to others was done in such a very individual way that people knew that he cared and that they mattered. And that's, it's just the impact he made was just indelible on people. And I'm just so proud to be a part of that.
Thank you so much. And thank you for letting us celebrate him on your behalf as well. Truly appreciate that. And I think if you were to find out more about our organization, I think you would feel we embody exactly what he believed in and what he stood for as well. And I thank you for letting us honor him.
Oh, thank you.
Wow, thank you so much to Carlos and his family for the many years of dedicated support. And thank you all so much for being with us this evening. We're happy that you can tune in. It's beautiful out. We're very grateful to have this space to celebrate such an important achievement for LifeWorks. For the last 25 years, LifeWorks has provided comprehensive bilingual mental health treatment to all of Sonoma County. From Guerneville to Sonoma, from Petaluma to Cloverdale, and everywhere in between, LifeWorks has been there. A lot has changed over the last 25 years, as you can imagine. We started in 1996 in Petaluma with our program called the Family Education Center, and since then we've grown and changed quite a bit. I want to take you on a little journey and share some of the highlights that LifeWorks has been through. So in 2001, we partnered with Sonoma County Behavioral Health and began providing in-home therapy services to the families that they serve. And this has become one of the cornerstone programs at LifeWorks and one of our most important approaches to working with the community. So our clinicians go into the home and into the community and really support families wherever they are. In 2010, we joined what is now the Violence Prevention Partnership with the City of Santa Rosa, and that's when we began our prevention and intervention services for the community violence. In 2017, we dispatched counselors all over the county following the Tubbs fires, and their role was to support students returning back to school, some of them after having lost everything. And LifeWorks has really continued to be an important part of the support system each year as our county has faced the fires. In 2018, we were excited to move into a new space to accommodate our growing programs and teams. And that same year, we started to partner with Redwood Children's Center, providing therapy to child survivors of violence and abuse. In 2019, LifeWorks was really in the thick of our mental health stigma reduction work. We went into the community and provided education and really created some dialogue about what mental health stigma does and how it can be a barrier to mental health treatment. And finally, 2021 came in and really rocked our world just as it did for so many others. Fortunately, we were able to transition very quickly to telehealth services. We were able to keep all of our programs running and our staff working. And we were also able to design a special program to provide mental health treatment to essential workers and those impacted by COVID-19. So here we are in 2021. We've really established our ability to adapt, our ability to move with the community and meet community needs. And the reality is that the mental health needs of our community are staggering. We really need all hands on deck. We need support at every level for our community right now. We really couldn't do this work without our incredible team. We have a group of dedicated, compassionate professionals who have overcome their own challenges to continue to be there for their clients and the community. We're incredibly grateful for them. We also couldn't do all of this without you, our supporters. So whether you have been with us for many years, maybe since the start, or whether this is your first night learning about LifeWorks, we are very grateful to have your presence, to have your encouragement, and to have your support in many ways. One of the most important ways that you support LifeWorks is by helping us eliminate one of the greatest barriers to mental health treatment, which is cost. All of the programs at LifeWorks are provided at either very low or no cost to children and families. And we do this because we believe that mental health treatment is essential and that access to it makes the community safer and healthier for all of us. So, a lot has changed over the last 25 years, but some things have stayed the same. We remain grounded in our commitment to provide education and healing to the community. And we are so grateful for those of you who have joined us on this journey for many, many years. And we are hopeful that you'll continue to walk with us as we step into the next chapter at LifeWorks. So I'm very excited to share with you the debut of our beautiful new video that is going to give you a little snapshot into the amazing work that's done at LifeWorks. I want to give a special thank you to Ryan O'Donnell and Eric Traub, who were able to so beautifully capture the work that we do. So thank you all so much for being here, and I hope you enjoy.
When I was a school resource officer at Lawrence Cook Middle School, a young kid was having a kind of a meltdown in the middle of school. And he was kind of walking in circles, so I went to go speak to him. But for a lot of young people, especially Latino young males, that uniform really puts you off. What I saw was a counselor, turned out to be a counselor, I didn't know who it was, but he came up and started talking to this young guy, and immediately I saw, this kid kind of change his demeanor. And then at the end of that whole interaction, it was like a light switch had just turned on with that kid, and he actually went right back to class. I was like, oh man, I thought I was good. And here was this guy who just came in and like rocked it and just walked off, and like that was just what they did. What I learned was that was a counselor from LifeWorks.
The work that we provide it's important. It's mental health. So we're touching on trauma and addressing like emotional and psychological and social stressors that are not a part of our norm.
When I was younger, I had an incident that really traumatized me and traumatized my mom. And she felt that I needed a therapist. She actually enrolled me into a therapist before LifeWorks, and it didn't really work out between me and her. And then she offered me a therapist from LifeWorks, and we instantly clicked.
LifeWorks has given me so many tools to use when it comes to dealing with my kids. I've actually gained some knowledge on how to and skills to deal with my teenagers.
It gives me a safe place to talk about everything I feel and think. It also brings me joy, and I feel like I have a friend outside my personal friend group.
And LifeWorks has been that pillar, that strong post behind me whenever I feel like I'm falling or feeling like I need that extra push of encouragement.
Deanna empowered me to become a better version of myself. She also helped me discover new things and abilities that I did not have before, and has helped me a lot with my trauma.
I've never experienced anything like our fires during the 2017 Tubbs fires. I was sent to a location up in Fountain Grove, and I was, hitting doors down with the battering ram, and unfortunately, what I didn't know is that my career would be ended during those fires, and I blew out the tendons in my hands, and as a person who really prided themselves on strength and fortitude, humbling to say the least, and damaging to say the least, mentally, emotionally, I had to get some help myself.
This community has been through a mental health crisis, really starting in 2017 with the Tubbs fire, the glass fire last year that came in the middle of a pandemic. Too many of our friends and neighbors are in trouble. The problem is not everybody's got the help they need to deal with that, and that's what LifeWorks does. LifeWorks exists in order to make sure that every person in this community has access to mental health support when they're in trouble.
LifeWorks evolved over the last 25 years, and today we're really excited to be able to offer 5 unique programs that meet a variety of community needs. The 5 programs that we offer at LifeWorks include our counseling center, which provides support to children and families of any age. We also go into the home and support youth and families through our El Puente program. Included in that is drug and alcohol education as part of our Choices for Change option. You'll also find LifeWorks counselors in schools throughout Sonoma County, supporting youth as they navigate complicated school challenges and systems. And finally, our TBS, our Therapeutic Behavioral Services program, works with youth and their families who are really struggling to find health and safety within their home.
and we help them do that.
And we've started to partner in a much more sustainable way with city and county agencies that have come to know and respect the work that LifeWorks does in the community. And that's great. That guarantees our ability to serve some of the neediest people in this community.
We have a large grant program called the Community Helping Our Indispensable Children Excel, also known as CHOICE grant program. And this is where we have funded LifeWorks of Sonoma County for the past 10 years. From both personal and professional experience, I am a strong believer that mental health is a key component to serving our underserved youth and families. And LifeWorks of Sonoma County is one of the incredible agencies delivering those services.
In the Therapeutic Behavior Services Program, we work with clients, which is usually kids under 18, and their families, their parents or guardians, to work with whatever problematic behaviors there may be, and to help improve those behaviors so the parents are able to manage it easier, and clients themselves learn how to manage their behaviors as well.
Every case is different. There's no cookie cutter approach. So we're going to be working with each family collaboratively. We start off and create the program together. It's not our program, it's the family's program that we're trying to help them implement.
Pues los problemas fueron de que varias veces fue que él tenía mal comportamiento, me pegaba, me mordía, me jalaba el pelo, en el carro me aventaba cosas, me jalaba el pelo cuando estaba manejando, entonces ya era un problema grande.
If we're able to catch these behaviors early and work on a more preventative scale, it's a whole lot easier than catching it down the line. So we're able to come in and try to help the kids before it gets to that worst case scenario.
By the end of it, we were able to get him to remember the rules, which is listen, no biting, hands to yourself, and feet to yourself as well.
Y pues él ahorita lo está haciendo muy bien y en la escuela no he tenido ninguna queja. Es bastante y toda la gente me dice que qué le hice, qué le di porque se está portando muy bien.
I'm here because I have flexibility to be a real therapist and I can be effective at what I like to do.
I think this community needs a lot of help, a lot of support, and that's why the reason I'm here in LifeWorks is I want to build my community.
The work we do in LifeWorks, we go to the homes. Right now during the pandemic, we're meeting in the parks and outdoors. We meet the clients where they are, so they don't need to come to the office. We go to them and provide the services there.
Estoy haciendo la invitación tanto a nuevos terapistas, a nuevos profesionales bilingües que estamos aquí para apoyar a nuestra comunidad.
Que este es un muy buen lugar para ser efectivos como terapeutas. Van a poder sentirse apoyados y van a poder hacer su trabajo como ustedes lo quieren hacer.
You know, if people are looking for potential volunteer opportunities and jobs, what have you, we're looking. We need it. It's a beautiful thing to have a need as a business, right? Because our business is based on people. So if we need people, it's because people need us.
We're very appreciative of the partnership, and we know that LifeWorks of Sonoma County is an incredible component of the Santa Rosa Violence Prevention Partnership, not only today, but moving forward as well.
The work that LifeWorks does is not doable without the support of this community. We need donations, we need the message out that help is available.
As we're going back, as we're reintegrating into the community after the pandemic, we are very aware that the stigma of mental health is a big issue. And so we want to make sure that everyone is aware of this and that mental health can be addressed and anybody can have an issue with mental health.
We had some fires that ravaged neighborhoods. You know, I mean, it totally upended this entire community. We've had a pandemic that has isolated, secluded, put people completely out. But what better time to say that it's okay to ask for help than now?
Nonprofit organizations are the way that communities pool their resources to do work that matters, that needs to be done on behalf of their neighbors. LifeWorks is an opportunity for everybody to do that. Help LifeWorks help make this a better place to live.
When you have someone to talk to that you can trust and they're listening and they're there to help you, it makes such a big difference.
All the bad emotions that I've had have now turned into some happy emotions and something better than what I was before.
LifeWorks began with a commitment to serve the most vulnerable in our community, the underserved, the under-resourced. But if this last year has taught us anything, it's that we all need support. We are here for you. We're in this together. LifeWorks is here to serve the whole community.
Wow. What an absolutely touching presentation, and what an incredible video for LifeWorks. I mean, that was just simply fantastic. I think we all know that LifeWorks is committed to building a stronger community and providing access to effective mental health services. You can help support us in 2 ways right now. And I know I've talked about the auction. It's going to close here in about 5 minutes, so jump in there and bid. And if you're able to, a one-time donation would be fantastic. But I'm really excited to talk about this new project, the Giving Alliance, and becoming a reoccurring donor. We know it's tough right now. We heard some of that in the video with everything that's going on. A large donation might not be able to happen within your family right now. But hey, $5 a month, $25 a month, anything helps. We want to ask everyone, be one of the first to join. Join our Giving Alliance. It's a reoccurring donation that happens. Just a little bit goes a long way. Once a month. $25 over the course of a year becomes $300. So thank you all so much. We appreciate you. Be one of the first to jump in and become part of the Giving Alliance. Your contribution will ensure that individuals, children, and families in Sonoma County receive the resources, services, and the support that they need. So help us, especially this month, Mental Health Awareness Month. Okay, with that said, for the next couple of minutes, we're going to play some great music for you to sit back and enjoy. And this is a good time for you to jump in there, give us that last-minute bid, or be one of the first to join the Giving Alliance. We'll be back with you soon. All right, everyone, let's take a look here. So the first package that we had, the Sorcerer Wood House at Sea Ranch. Michelle, I know that you can hear me out there. I think that what we did, our plan has worked because your mother, she heard such good things about you. She is the winner. Give it up for Lynn Newton, everybody. Congratulations, Lynn. Make sure you take Michelle with you. Okay. Congratulations, Lynn. Make sure you fill out that auction registration form, everybody, please. Okay, the next up is the Petaluma Getaway. And this is a stay with the Deluxe King Room at the Hampton Inn, Petaluma, a tour and a olive oil tasting at McElvoy Ranch Estate, and of course that magnum of 2017 Old Vine Zinfandel from Dry Creek Vineyards. And the winner is Ellen Mundell. Ellen, congratulations, Ellen. We're so excited for you. Make sure you share. It's a big bottle of wine. Okay, last but not least, here we go. This is our tour of wine country, complete with bottles of wine, tastings from various wineries, including Boleto Vineyards, Dutton Goldfield Winery, Klein Family Cellars, Jacuzzi Family Vineyards, VJB Cellars, and Wellington Cellars. Drum roll, please. And the winner is Deborah Dow. Congratulations, Deborah. And a huge thank you to each and every one of you that took the time to bid and that gave. This is such a big deal, and it goes such a long way for LifeWorks. We truly appreciate it. Again, congratulations, everyone. Make sure that you remember to fill out that auction registration form if you haven't. LifeWorks will be in touch with you to get you all of your winnings. And now, at this time, I would like to say that it has been a pleasure to be your MC tonight. Thank you all so much for all the support that you give LifeWorks and all that they give to the community. I'd like to send it back to your incoming board president, Meryl Vargo. Take it away, Meryl.
Thank you so much for being here. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. I know you've learned some things about the work that LifeWorks does. I hope that you're leaving as excited as I am to see what the new year brings. I know there'll be challenges, but I also know that there'll be successes, and I hope that you'll be part of it. Thank you again.